Hello, my friend. So, today topic also that we're gonna drown deep down again. Still not finished the chain of uh, psychological issues to go into the light. So, one more tema I have, and this will be about very usual topic for many and very known also, and this is issues with jealousy. I will talk about um, relationships, about how I see that, uh, libertinism, and also an Othello syndrome. So I try to do it in together all. Uh, so first I start with Othello syndrome. Some of you maybe already heard about it. Some of you maybe know this theater or writing from William Shakespeare about Othello, which was uh, one moment in his life taught by demon that his wife is cheating on him, and he started to get paranoid. He started to get really afraid and really start to hunt her, start to persecute her, run behind her, and start to find out how the real thing is. Finally, because he didn't believe her, she was saying she has nothing with anyone, she's not cheating on him, but he didn't believe her, and finally he killed her, and it was all lie from the evil. So in the real life, that's something which is very similar. This sickness is starting very slowly, and mostly I think it starts like everything by yourself. Once in the history, if you cheat on someone, you suppose some other person to be cheating on you. The same as if you're stealing, you suppose that everybody can steal you, and you become paranoid and you think that everyone is a thief because you just know that it is possible because you did it. But not everyone is like that. So this could start by yourself, that you have done it once, and it's starting just like a fear, a suspicion on your partner that he's doing something with someone. I want to speak about this sickness from a view of person which suffered this sickness or have suffered. I still don't have that thing very real, but I will come into another explication also. But I want to tell you about the person which suffered that sickness, that you can understand what is going on in his or her mind, what is this person living, because it's really easy to judge jealousy. Mostly those who are judging jealous people, like you are jealous, you're not okay, they I think everybody is jealous. Everybody has jealousy inside, like every other emotion, like greed, like some egoism, like a kind of narcissism. Everybody is sometimes sad, everybody is sometimes happy, and all this is only emotions that we all live and we all share. So I think jealousy is in every one of us. Depends how the person is dealing with that emotion and with that fear. Actually, it's fear, right? That you lose the person, that you're not important for that person, that you're not, you mean nothing to that person and stuff like that. So you really wish for the attention, you wish for the love you from that person, you wish for the energy, and mostly it's you wish for the energy which you give to get back. So I think also this sickness can develop where in relationships where there is not this flow in balance, right? That you maybe feel that you are giving more than you receive, right? This another point of view of that sickness. As I told, I think everybody is jealous, and most people they tell you and point of view that you're jealous. They are maybe more jealous than this person with Othello syndrome, actually. But the person with Othello syndrome is just not holding it inside because it's so heavy, and he's putting it outside. Some people, I believe, that deal with jealousy in the inner way, that they don't talk about that, they don't show they are jealous, but it's anyway visible because they act leaded by jealousy. They are ironic, or they use the jealousy in different way, right? Or they show it in different way. So I think that the position that I'm not jealous, I don't care, it's just really like not the truth. It's just cover of this real emotion, right? That I'm perfect, I don't have this issue. But I think deep inside we all have this issue. Probably it can be different by some like maybe African tribes, or where there is usual that men or Muslims, that it is usual that a man has many women, and they kind of take it natural, and they are not feeling jealous because they are used to that. Maybe all this jealousy program is coming from Christian model man and woman, and because this I believe that the jealousy is coming from instinct, from an animal instinct, that as an animal you protect your territory, and of course the men's protecting their wives and they don't want any other animal to touch it. And on the contrary, also that a jealous woman is just trying to hunt all that possible danger out. Yes. So this is also about instinct. I have lived there and I have experienced there, and even with open mind person, we really felt like it's kind of disturbing when you see your partner mixing with other women. And so I really believe that we all feel kind of jealousy, and we have to somehow work in the mental level with that, right? What I want to say about developing this jealousy, so in the beginning, as I said, is a fear, but it can be when you have Othello syndrome, which I just realized, maybe this it's very good when you can put name to your problem, to a sickness. So if you have any psychological problems, paranoias, fears and stuff, you look for diagnosis, and you can name that problem, because I think psychology has name for everything, for every mental problem. So you can put the name, and then you can work with that. It's really more easy to put a label on, and then you can really move it till you refuse that. No, I don't have this problem, I'm not jealous, this is okay, this is nothing, everybody's, and stuff like that. You're excusing that problem, and you have no power, no way to catch it and move it till you are not honest with yourself and say, okay, yes, I do have this problem, because this is destroying all my relationships, right? Because jealousy is really hard stuff, which is really destroying all relationships. What I want to say about Othello syndrome people, I want to ask you who not suffer, really don't suffer hard jealousy and paranoias and these things, to understand those people they are jealous, not to judge them, not to say you are bad, you're jealous, this is not okay, you have to be open-minded, you have to be, that's very bad that you're jealous. It's really, you cannot imagine what the jealous person is living inside of her or him. It's really very destructive, and we're not like putting ourselves voluntarily into be jealous, right? We're just trying to refuse, we're just trying to be okay. I remember in the beginning of relationships, I try to be cool, and I don't care where he goes, and I will not hunt him, and he has some friends, I don't care, of some women around him, I don't care, it's okay, it's okay. And you trying to press yourself that it does not matter, that you are okay with that. But that comes a time that you cannot hold anymore your emotions which are inside, that when this person goes away, that you start to think about where he goes, with who he goes, you start to feel and you start to see the energy, right? you start to see him with another person, you start to like torture yourself with that thoughts that he is with another person, that he's cheating on you. And that suffering is crazy. I mostly start to cry and start to suffer, trying to stop that thought and trying to not think this way. But I can tell you, it is impossible. And so then I was like trying to, you know, really look for the truth. And there is really important for the person which suffered to show her the truth, how it really is. Look, he's not with another person. Look, there's nothing. So what I believe, that can be an energetical connection, right, to other people that you feel. But this makes you mad. I can tell you, a jealous person with Othello syndrome is suffering really a lot. Uh, Imagine that your partner is going away, and as 5 minutes after he is away, this mind starts this circle to haunt that person in the mind and asking the question where he is, with who he is. Then appears images, right, on of the person cheating. Yeah, then you become suspicious to all his friends, and you become looking in everybody like this danger, right, the possible person that he's cheating on you with him. It's really a big crazy paranoia that became during the years, became more and more stronger. You can hear things, you can see things, and you really feel that it's real, because you, of course, you trust your intuition, and you cannot distinguish what is intuition and what is this paranoia thing, right? You are confused, and you feel it real. So that's why you start to really you know, ask for that thing. And if the person gets angry, it makes you even worse. There is necessary from the partner to show him really the truth, how it is. If he's cheating, so okay, I was right and this was intuition, okay, and then we deal with that. But if not, to see, okay, I have some problem in my mind, he's not with anyone, there's something is weird, what is happening, right? It's really helpful when the other person is open and not judging that that jealous person, right? Because we're really sick. After some years, I think it could be around 10 years maybe, it developed that it was going like slowly. First it was just images, hearing, I come, I see nothing, you know, and it was appearing sometimes only. Then it becomes with other partner, it becomes more and more frequent, and then I was living that horrible, terrible thing every day when I have been alone, and I have been alone every day. It was just killing me. I was just crying and suffering, and that's why, because that time the guy came back to me, and first what I was, who he was with and what he was doing, and that becomes so annoying for him also, that we start to fight. So that was such a mess which we developed in between each other. There was no trust. Imagine that that person loses trust to everybody around him, but everybody, his friends, his family, like all the people around. You cannot trust anyone. And imagine how the person feels, so lonely, so alone, without any friend, without any support. And if the person, the only person you were somehow trusting because you are living with together in the relationships, turns back against you, this is complete disaster. You have no one person, no point to you know, to hold on with and can heal this sickness. So it is really destructive, and not only for the person himself, but also for the family, for the relationship, for all environment, right? What is necessary to do in that problem? First, if you suffer this sickness, you must get conscious about, okay, I have a problem. First, it does not matter, really, for you, it does not matter if the other person is or not cheating on you. This is a problem of that person, right? You won't anyway never know how it really is. Only this person will know, right? So you don't care about that person. I know it's really hard to not put your mind in this constant circle, because we are like addicted to that, yeah, addicted to control the other person, right? You need to fulfill your life with your thing. What I heard very beautiful thing about, we use that imagination for these things which could happen, for that things which make us fear. Maybe I was thinking about that it can be the addiction to adrenaline. We get from this fear, we get adrenaline, right? And this adrenaline which we start to need, so we somehow subconsciously are creating that negative thoughts and fearful thoughts that become really paranoid. We becoming really paranoid, and I remember I become having panic attack, hysteric attack. I was hunting that person behind, I was listening behind that wall, the sounds, and if he was something, if he's doing something, it was really becoming a madness. I myself, seeing myself from out, I didn't want to do that, and I really wanted to stop myself. I said, come on, you be not so crazy to check his phone and to listen behind the door. Come on, relax. But you can't. This mind is just torturing you so much. When you once enter to the circle, you can't stop it, and it's just getting huge, and you have this attack. You cannot breathe. You are trembling behind the door. It can maybe happen because also that happened to me, that I catched one partner with another person in the bed. So all this, another partner had the baby with another woman, so that was also like all these traumas and damages that are like just putting one on another, and make you really suffer, that you suppose, and you live with that fear that that's going to happen again. You really live, I think it's really coming from this untrust. You don't trust anyone, so you are like suspicious about everyone. So it's really, really madness. First thing, we are making this ourselves, right? Put out this person, he's not responsible for your feelings. You must manage your feelings and your mind, right? This person cannot help you. You have to. And what we are making with that all circle and with that all torturing thoughts, we are using our imagination. Doesn't matter how it is. We are using our imagination to torture ourselves, to suffer. And we don't want that. The imagination is the biggest gift we have in the world. We can really create big world. We can really create beautiful things with our imagination, right? We can use it to project beautiful future, to project beautiful things, to make create beautiful things, right? So we are just misusing that gift from God. We are misusing that to torture ourselves and for to suffer. We cannot do that. That is a crime on us, which we make. Okay. So the first thing is, do not abuse imagination. Do not abuse it. When you have this feeling, when it's coming to you, you just start to breathe. Concentrate on your breath. Stop to concentrate on that person, what he's doing, what can be real or not. Start to concentrate on your breath. Breathe deeply. Stop that torturing yourself with your imagination, and concentrate on you and yourself, and start to imagine beautiful things. Start to feel yourself good. Start to imagine things that are beneficial for you, that are making you feel good. Nature, birds, sea, some really pleasant moments, stuff like that. So you just create your beautiful moment in that moment, right? Your beautiful feeling in that moment. You care about yourself. You give yourself love. You give yourself pleasure in that moment with your imagination. So then you can really stop the first, what you have to do when you have this attack and you want to run behind him and listen behind the door. Start to concentrate, put the concentration back inside of you, because you need to care about yourself, not about the other person, right? Then is coming slowly the healing, and you will realize slowly what is really happening to you. And from a point of person, which I don't know if I'm really healed, but I'm now without relationship, which I feel somehow it's better for me, because the conclusion that the result of my research, of my suffering, is also that maybe that sickness is coming from intuition. Nothing is for nothing, right? But since you are in that messy situation, just I told you the help, first aid, and then you start to develop your um, love, self-love, and you start to work with your imagination on the good way and start to project good things. And then when you are out from the dawn, you start to realize that maybe it was as a protection for yourself, that you were keeping yourself in the relationship which was not beneficial for you, which was not made for you. You were putting yourself together with the person which was not in your vibe, which was probably not even cheating but energetically connected with some people. Or as I had a last experience, so I really saw that I am giving energy to a demon. I was feeding a demon. When you stop the sickness in you, when you stop to persecute that person and you start to feel love, you start to really see what is really going on, why you feel so lost. Because maybe that person takes energy from you and not giving you anything. So that's like, subconscious probably defense of your own self and of your own soul and heart, that you want to get out from that relationships and you can't. Probably that might be the self defense of your. But of course you cannot defend yourself making harm yourself. You can only defend yourself saying no to what you don't want. And you can do that only when you are feeling strong, not when the other person is still sucking and you let yourself suck and you say, oh yeah, but I love him. No, you have to say no. And still, when you say no, all the bad from you, all the negative people, all the bad vibes, all the demons and evils that disappear. You just clean yourself up, right? And there is no more suffering there. So that's about Othello syndrome and jealousy. What I wanted to speak about demons that I will put later on. Yes, they are real, and be careful. Don't let suck your energy, please. We have to stop them. We have to say no. And for the libertinism, which they people say, yeah, it's okay. We are free. We unconditional love, because I think the libertinism is mostly changed with liberty, with freedom. But I don't think libertinism is a freedom, because as I said, everybody's jealous once a while. I feel libertinism like very egoistic, because you just choose the person and another person, and then the first person is in the troubles, but you don't care because you're free. You go with another one, not to be helping to the first one, right? So I think it's just leaded by ego. I want, I with this person, that person, but I don't really care. If you are in troubles, I go with another. It's not my problem, So this is really like, because of the feelings of jealousy, I think it's just we don't care about the people. We care about just to make have fun, and just to exchange. I admire people if they can live this way, like open relationships. And fine, I have nothing against. I tried many times, and emotionally for me it's not good, because if we have a sex, if we have a relationship, we connect to the other person energetically, emotionally, right? So it's not only about like, okay, I connect and I disconnect and I go on, and I'm not anymore connected to that person. We are. And then if we more mix and that become like a mess, because not everybody is clean, and clean karma, clean mind, clean. So we can really be a mess. And I just think like everybody should ask himself and act about his own decision and his own feeling good. If you press yourself into be open-minded, because new age says this is okay to be free and unconditional love, and man and woman, this is Christian bullshit, it's not okay. Don't follow patterns, right? Just do what your heart feels. And if your heart feels that something is not really, you cannot really open to certain philosophy or way of life, and you judge yourself because you're not really open-minded, and you judge yourself because you are jealous and everybody else thinks that jealousy is not good. Don't, you know, it first also for healing is very good, like accept the way you are and the way your heart is. So yes, I am jealous, yes, and I somehow agree with that. I have right to be jealous. Yeah, I'm an animal protecting my territory, let's say. I will not develop my jealousy. I try to work with that now, but first of all is this acceptation of your negativity, right? So you have to accept that you have a certain things, and okay, that's why, because I'm jealous, I cannot live with many people together. I just really wish with my heart for a partner which takes care about me, which I can take care about, right? It's not important if I am Christian, Muslim, or Buddhist or whatever. It's just my heart is done like that, maybe because of education and because of other things, but I feel what I need thanks to some experiences I made, and they were all beautiful, they were all great, and they were all serving something really important. But I know where I belong, and I know actually why I had this suffering, let's say, and this discomfort of untrust and everything, because I just needed to find my own truth and not putting myself for force or for fun or for enjoying to conditions and to relationships which I'm not done for, to relationships which were not beneficial and healthy for me, right? So through the sicknesses, you always can find your truth, right? First is to put a label on your sickness, accept that sickness or even a character, and then to start work on it and put things out and say, okay, this part I put off, this people I put off, this energy I don't want, and make your limits, right? This is very important, to make your limits, make your space for your peace, um, for your environment, for your soul. So I wish you all the best, and I'm very happy to be able to make that video whole. I pray for you that you all live in peace and happiness or whatever you enjoy. And yeah, we'll see you next time. I really love you. Share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope I can make make more videos. Love you all. Blessings.